How impetuous can you get? Look, darling, perhaps I am old-fashioned, but shouldn't we be introduced first? I am Pepé Le Pew.
Chuck Jones had a great writer, Mike Maltese, and that was his top writer. And between the two, I assume it was Mike Maltese approached Chuck Jones, say, I have this gimmick, a gag.
Ready or no, I come for you.
Pepé kind of came up as a bit character in another film. The film was called Odorable Kitty.
Ah, my little stuffed potato, come flee with me. We could make such wonderful music together.
Then, at the end of that cartoon, Pepé is revealed to be a fraud. When he finally gets the cat, his wife comes out of nowhere. And he suddenly has a Brooklyn accent, and he's a fraud.
Just trying to remove a cinder from the lady's eye, dearie. Cinder, just try and remove from eye.
It's a funny idea. This amorous skunk, the most reviled creature of the animal world, is a hopeless womanizer, a romantic to the nth degree.
Mind if I smoke?
Pepé Le Pew is an example of, there are several cartoon characters like him that are actually based on personalities who were in the movies or radio in the 30s and 40s, who now are the only link we have with them. I mean, when kids go to see a Pepé Le Pew cartoon, they have no idea that it's a parody of Charles Boyer because they never heard of Charles Boyer.
Ah, mon chéri, it is an affaire d'amour, is it not?
I must confess my favorite thing about the Pepé Le Pew cartoons is the phony French, what they call franglais, this kind of merging of French and English.
On smellez-vous finet.
In a cartoon called Ascent of the Matterhorn, all the credits are in French. It's Chuck Jones and all the animators' names. It's just in French language.
I saw the word Ascent of the Matterhorn. One word, Ascent of the Matterhorn. And I realized if you pushed the A over, you had Ascent of the Matterhorn, which had to be Pepé Le Pew. That's all I had was the title, but I knew I had to make a picture of Pepé Le Pew and the Matterhorn.
Les bandes, les bandes, les bandes.
Well, I'm a sucker for Carl Stallen's music, and so I love almost everything he did. And with Pepé, he came up with a little theme.
That little hop he has when he's pursuing them, the little doodly doodly.
It identifies him. It's part of the cartoons that you would miss if it weren't there.
Les beaux, les wow, les rao rao.
Whether he thinks or not, how could anyone resist that? It's adorable.
Look, petite one, I am the lover chaser.
The look of the cartoons is very appealing, too, because they so often took place specifically in Europe, often France, and that gave free rein to the team of Chuck Jones' unit to design all sorts of things.
Maurice Noble got to apply his style to the French landscapes, the French cities, the French Alps.
Maurice's background styling really conveyed the atmosphere and the feeling of love with all the pastel coloring and the hearts and flowers.
Some literal, some very fanciful backdrops that they wouldn't have a chance to do in anyone else's series. Bugs Bunny wouldn't be at home there. The Roadrunners certainly couldn't exist there. But Pepé could.
Ah, les belles femmes skunk fatales.
I remember in the Pepé Le Pew thing, I did backgrounds on sentimental reasons. We were arguing whether or not the pinks and turquoise would go with the audience or be too fey or, you know. And we didn't want it effeminate, but wanted it to look like a perfume shop, you know. I think it was one of the best cartoons that Chuck Jones made for that era and won an Academy. Always been one of my favorites.
The time is up. Dainty or not, we continue with the wooing.
He is what he is, and he doesn't change. He's absolutely the same in every cartoon. And the plot is pretty much the same in every cartoon.
The object of his affections happened to be a kitten. It wasn't a skunk. He thought she was a skunk. And he'd go to grab her and he's like, I love you to the end of time. And she'd be like, you know, like trying to get away from him.
Don't move, darling. I want to remember you just as you are.
Chuck identified very strongly with Pepe Le Pew.
Chuck always said Bugs Bunny is who he wants to be. Daffy Duck is who he is. And I think, again, it's Pepe Le Pew in that same bemused aspect of Chuck's character.
The arms of Pepe are about you all the day live long.
I think that we all have a bit of Pepe in ourselves, that we all would love to imagine ourselves as the great lover, the true romantic.
Julio, here for art me, Romiette.
Who wouldn't want to be considered a great lover? Who wouldn't want to have that kind of passion in their life and be absolutely unstoppable? Nothing will get in that character's way. Nothing.
Flirt.
I think people like Pepe Le Pew because nothing stops him. I mean, basically, he's a guy who stinks, but doesn't know he stinks, and he's going to forge ahead anyway. And I think that's fun to watch.
Pepe boy, can you kiss a pretty girl, charming Pepe? Oh, that's silly. I can kiss a pretty girl before she shake a pretty girl.